Welcome back to WION World is One. The leaders of Colombia and Ecuador sparred over allegations that the bombing of suspected criminal hideouts near their shared border had spilled into Colombian territory. However, Ecuador has denied these claims. Tension rose between Colombia's leftist president, Gustavo Petro, and his right-wing Ecuadorian counterpart, Daniel Noboa, an ally of US President Donald Trump, when Petro alleged that an explosive was dropped from a plane near the border, linking it to the Ecuadorian army. He further alleged that burnt remains of nearly 30 people have been found near the border. Earlier, Petro posted a photo of an unexploded bomb that he said had fallen on the Colombian-Ecuadorian frontier and called for a thorough investigation. Experts say the munition is believed to be a free-fall bomb that is not guided and falls solely by the force of gravity.
Bombs have been found, a bomb dropped from an airplane. We're going to investigate thoroughly how this happened right on the border with Ecuador, which somewhat confirms my suspicion. But we have to investigate it thoroughly that we are being bombed from Ecuador, and it's not rebel groups who are doing it. There have already been many explosions, etc.
Colombian Defense Minister Pedro Sanchez urged residents to avoid the area, announcing that troops had been deployed there. Meanwhile, Ecuador's Foreign Minister Gabriela Sommerfeld denies that her country carried out bombings on Colombian territory as alleged by President Gustavo Petro.
Ecuador does indeed carry out attack operations on camps belonging to irregular groups. They are not Ecuadorians. They are groups that cross our border from Colombia, but they are located on Ecuadorian territory. I can confirm this for you because it is official information.
Colombia and Ecuador share a border of over 580 kilometers where Colombian guerrilla groups and criminal organizations from both countries operate. They engage in the trafficking of drugs, weapons and people, as well as illegal mining. The countries faced a similar rise in tensions in 2008 when Colombia's then president Alvaro Uribe ordered a strike on Ecuadorian soil to take out a FARC commander. Belgium has ordered a former diplomat to stand trial over the 1961 killing of Congo's first Prime Minister, Patrice Lumumba. Etienne Davignon, a 93-year-old former European commissioner, is the only surviving individual among the 10 Belgians accused by the Congolese leader's family of involvement in his murder. The charge stems from a case filed in 2011 by Patrice Lumumba's children in Belgium seeking justice for their father. A Belgian parliamentary inquiry into the killing of Patrice Lumumba concluded in 2002 that Belgium bore moral responsibility for his death. However, this marks first criminal prosecution linked to the assassination. Now, according to prosecutors, Davignon was involved in Lumumba's unlawful detention and transfer, denied him the right to a fair trial, and subjected him to treatment described as humiliating and degrading. Patrice Lumumba, who was killed at the age of 35, was a leading force behind the independence of the mineral-rich Congo from colonial Belgium in June 1960. He briefly served as the country's first prime minister for 3 months before being overthrown and killed the following year. His body was never recovered and is believed to have been dissolved in acid.